Good day, ladies and gentlemen, either or neither, and welcome to another look back on my Korean vlogs. This one is called the Thanksgiving episode, or sort of the Thanksgiving episode. Don't know what it's all about. Like I said, I'm watching this for the first time after 6 years after I uploaded it. So this is going to be as big as a surprise for me as it is for you. And without any further ado, let's just jump into it.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to about an hour from now, happening the last week since last we spoke. Well, I made some snowflakes with my kids. The Korean translation is snowflower, which is kind of cool. Paper snowflakes. It's pretty damn easy to make. Just Google that and see. You just need to remember like 4 steps, and then you can start making your own crazy designs, and it's pretty damn beautiful. Another thing that happened was I was tasked with the responsibility of teaching my 3rd graders colors. And I went to them and I'm like, okay, cool. What?
You remember those photos I sent you? I showed you about the colors on my arms and everything? I think this is the story. Yeah, this happened pretty damn late in... Yeah, this happened like pretty damn late during my 2nd year. Yeah.
What is a cool way to teach kids colors? Now, this is... my 3rd grade class is 4 girls, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. Let's do this. And I take off my jacket, and I take off my jersey, I believe it's called, or a jumper or something. I don't know what you Americans call it. A trui in Afrikaans, a jersey. And I pull up my sleeves. I hand them marker pens, and I'm like, you can draw anything you want on me, but you have to tell me the color you're using to draw it with. So I've had like rainbows on my arm. I've had love written on my arms more than once. I've had everything like rainbows, a guy with a little mustache, a bearded guy, which I take it was me. Everything was drawn like on my arm. And it was quite cool because with the rainbow one, I remember correctly, the one girl looks at me like, Sorrel teacher, yellow. I'm like, okay, yellow. And she's like, red. I'm like, yeah, red. Okay, cool. Purple. I'm like, okay, cool. Very close to a rainbow. That is beautiful. Blue. Oh, yes, another color for blue. Okay, another color for the rainbow. Cool. And it was amazing. They already knew their colors mostly. Mainly because I've hammered on it into their heads last year. But they know their colors. They would come up to me like 2 days later. They would come up to me like, teacher, and they'll point at their like jacket or whatever, like, yellow, yellow. I'm like, yeah, yellow, cool. You don't need to know the word jacket yet. It's cool. Just remember the colors. And she's like, oh, teacher, pink pen. I'm like, yeah, pink pen. Oh, damn it. You make me so proud to be your teacher. I love it when that happens. And it happens more often than not. And like, especially now, it's a crazy time of year for Koreans. A lot of the kids are tired because it's like exams and crap happening, or something's happening that makes them tired. And the one kid came up to me today, the 5th grader, and he's like, oh, teacher, sad. And I'm like, why? He's like, teacher, I don't know. I'm like, oh, man. And I just let him sit in the back of the class like, he's a kid. He's entering that phase of puberty where shit just where it's just like an amalgamation of hormones. So I'm like, you know what, kid? Stay there. Relax. Relax. I wish my school had that same thing, but they were just like, anyway. South African schools, old schools back in the old days didn't care about that kind of thing. And other than that, nothing much to write home about. Last night I started my Nostalgia Month on Twitch.
Okay, this is again Twitch talk, so let's just move on.
Where I will go into the... and then I'm gonna switch over. But it's gonna be amazing when the snow finally happens. When it finally snows. when it finally snows. See, I'm losing my English ability because of these kids. And there's a lot of things happening, but I just want to start signing contracts before I confirm anything. Just saying. But other than that, it's going well. What moment, what
I think this was. So, what happens is I sign a year contract every time. So, at the first time, I signed a 6 months contract, then I signed another 6 months contract, and then I signed a year contract. So, I was expecting a year contract. So, that was all sent in. And I believe at this stage I was still waiting for the response. Or I got a negative response, like they like, no, you can't go. And I'm like, listen, is there any way I could stay? And I still was waiting for their confirmation. And I believe what happened was I sent it in and they're like, no, you can't. And I'm like, listen, David, is there any way I can stay? Is there any way I can stay? And he's like, listen, I'll try my best. I'll try my best. And I told him, listen, if you need letters from the teachers, I'll get that to you, no worries. He's like, he'll try his best. And about 3 days later, he contacted me and he gave me the bad news. And I literally broke down on the phone. Oh, now I'm almost emotional just thinking of it. When he told me the bad news, and I'm like, okay, cool, no, that's fine. And he's like, yeah, I'm sorry. I know you wanted to stay. I'm not gonna cry. Let's continue on. I think this is the end of this episode.
word should we use for this week? That loves me and I love them. I have friends that loves me and I love them. I have a dog that I love. He loves me too. I've got so many things to be thankful for. So what are you thankful for? Leave it in the comment section.
There we go. This was that Thanksgiving episode. I just composed myself while we did that, while the rest of it played out. And yeah, we're getting pretty damn close. This is 56. This is the 56th vlog. And I believe on the 63rd one, the 62nd one, the 63rd one I was in. Hold on. No, man. 60. I think I just skipped 2 because I was so freaking sad. 62. Let me just quickly see here. Let's just quickly see here. That's the Ori playthrough. Oh, I basically skipped a bunch. I basically went from 62. I couldn't count, I guess. I basically went from 62 to 70. That's how fucking depressed I was when I got back. Wow. So we are about 4, 5, 6 videos away. So that's about another 2 weeks. But I believe the next couple of videos, let's just quickly see here, is reasonably short. I'm probably going to do 2 at a time. 1, 2. I'm probably going to do 2 at a time next week. Yeah. Because I will need so okay. Yeah, man, we're getting to the end of it and I'm kind of depressed and not wanting to hit it. The funny part is, when I finish recording all these videos, that would be roughly the time that I came back to South Africa. When the last video comes out, that would be this time that I came back to South Africa exactly 6 years ago. Yeah. Damn. But anyway, let's not get too depressed. I want to say thank you, everybody, for watching. If you've reached this part of the video, press that like button and comment sad in the comments below so that I know you've reached this part of the video. And, yeah, tell someone you love them. Hug them. Tell them you love them. Thank you for watching, and until the next video, you all should have a good one.